I came up with the quickest pair of panties ever to sew up. It's a one-piece pattern plus a crotch piece. You know, you need that for sanitary reasons. So I'm gonna show you how to sew up this one-piece pattern lickety-split. You only need 3 supplies, some panty fabric, some lining fabric, and some elastic. You're also gonna need the pattern, which you can download and print out on your home computer. So check that out at sewinganastasia.com. And the pattern comes in extra small through 6X. We are booty positive over here. We love all the booties. Speaking of booties, it's time to measure yours and see what size you need to cut out of the pattern. And then cut it out of fabric. So after you have your panty cut out, it should look something like this. And we've got this little extra piece to keep everything nice and fresh and clean down below. So the first thing we're gonna do is sew down that little lining piece here. And what we're gonna do is just zigzag it down right here where that raw edge is on both of the straight edges. So we're just gonna zigzag down this lining piece to the outside of the panty. Oop, looks like the machine is eating it. When I started, that happens. Hopefully you can catch it before it goes in too far. Uh-oh, we might be in trouble. Okay, well, we're gonna have to take the machine apart here. So we're going to take off our lid, grab our screwdriver, and we are going to pop off the bottom of it. And we've got to release that right there from the plate. Hopefully not cutting it too much. I'd say I'm just having a Monday, but today is not Monday. Okay, I saved it. We are all set to try this again. Sewing superhero. There we go. Okay, so we have one more little issue. Sewing problem day over here for me, apparently. I was using my universal needle when sewing this on, and it skipped some stitches, which means I need to put in my ballpoint needle. Sometimes universal needle works excellent with the knits, and well, sometimes it doesn't. So I did not get away with it this time. So I'm gonna seam rip it and go ahead and switch out to a ballpoint needle and re-sew this. But save yourself some hassle and just put in that ballpoint needle right away. It's just part of sewing, making some mistakes sometimes. Okay, attempt number 2. I think we're all set now. Okay, back stitch and cut. Now I have the lining piece sewn in there, zigzag down, looking beautiful. Now we just need to zip up the side seams. So now we're gonna take the front of the panty and match it up at the side seams here with the back. And I'm just going to be serging up this little seam here. If you don't have a serger, you could zigzag it, overcast it, or use a lightning bolt stitch. Super easy. Now we're gonna do the other side. There we go. And now we have our side seams here serged together. And that looks beautiful. So now what we need to do is take our picot elastic and we are going to turn our panties right side out. We are going to start at the seam here and we're going to serge on the elastic. If you don't have a serger, you could use a zigzag or an overcast stitch. And we're going to lay it so that the straight side of the picot elastic is with the raw edge here, and we're gonna serge it on. And if you have an elastic stretching foot, you can use that, or you can stretch it a little bit while you sew. We're gonna add the elastic to both leg openings and the waist. If you're enjoying this video so far, make sure you subscribe to Sewing Anastasia and hit the notification bell so that way you know when all the new videos come out. Now let's get back to our project. So when I start putting the elastic on, I like to start at a seam and I like to start with the raw edge of the elastic hanging off a little bit on an angle. So that way I don't have a raw edge of elastic on my finished garment later. So we're gonna start a little bit on an angle, get it situated under the machine, put down my foot and start. And then I like to straighten it out. And then make sure you're giving it a little bit of a pull, not a crazy pull, just a little bit, maybe like ½ inch. So just one more step and we are finished. I told you these panties were quick. Now that we have all this beautiful elastic sewn down with the serger, we just need to flip it to the inside and zigzag it down. So we're gonna take the elastic and we're gonna flip it to the inside. And then what we're gonna do is a zigzag right next to the edge of the fabric. Basically what we're doing is stitching on top of the little piece of elastic that is under on the back side of the panties. Whatever you do though, don't use a straight stitch because it's gonna pop when you wear it and it's not gonna work with the stretchy fabric. So that's why we've been serging or using a zigzag stitch the whole time, because if you use a straight stitch sewing these super stretchy panties, when you go to put them on, they're gonna pop and fall right apart. So I have my zigzag stitch set on my machine and I'm just gonna stitch down this elastic and I am going to pull this while I perform it. You might be wondering, how much am I stretching? I'm stretching it out enough to make it nice and flat. Back stitch and cut, and now we have the 2 leg openings to complete. When you get to the end, back stitch and cut. We made bikini briefs in a brief amount of time. Ha ha! This one-piece pattern was so easy to create. We just have our side seams right here, and then we have our elastic all around the openings. And that's it, so easy. These panties were so fun to make that I'm gonna make a bunch of them today out of my old scrap fabrics, because what better way to use up your scraps than making some cute panties? And you can make them out of so many different types of fabrics. They could be nettings, they could be laces, they could be jerseys. You get a little crazy and use some heavier knit fabrics as well. The sky is endless for these panties that you can create. You could even embroider them. That could be a really fun project as well that I think I'm going to try out today. I can embroider some really fun designs in the front. I could make day of the week panties, which I've always been dying to make and I've never made them. So you know what? I think tonight is the night I'm gonna make my day of the week panties. I would love to know what kind of fabrics you're going to make your panties out of. And I'd also like to know what kind of styles of panties you'd like to see videos on. I already have a G-string, a thong, and a boy shorts. You can also check those out on the channel, Sew Anastasia. But let me know, because there's so many different types of panty designs and I love sewing up panties. Thanks so much for watching Sew Anastasia today. I hope you enjoyed the video on making this super easy one-piece pattern panty. If you enjoyed it, please give it a thumbs up, give it some applause, and leave a comment down below. I'd love to know what you thought, and if you have any tips or tricks for sewing up panties, leave those down below for everyone as well. And don't forget to subscribe to Sew Anastasia and hit the notification bell so you know when all the new videos come out, because we know that algorithm is crazy and it might not tell you when my new video comes out, and that's a shame. So make sure you hit that notification bell. And don't forget, I now teach classes in my design studio and virtually, so you can check those out at sewanastasia.com. And don't forget that pattern. Where do you get that pattern? That's on sewanastasia.com as well. I've designed the pattern and graded it up to 6 acts. So try it out. Let me know what you think of it. And thanks so much for supporting Sew Anastasia. Thanks so much for watching. Bye.